Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, on our episode of Xander and Friends, we'll be talking about the dangers of cannabinoids. We're gonna have a guest with us that knows nothing.
Side effects.
That knows nothing of cannabis. And I have been, and we will inform him, okay? So he stays away from this dangerous drug. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Herrera.
Hello, Mr. Benjamin. Sit down, please, if you will.
Okay, I've heard about cannabis. Why shouldn't I do it?
Well, as you see, cannabis is a herbal drug. What does this mean? It means that it is found and grown from the ground like any other plant, right? And cannabis, when inhaled or ingested, releases THC, which is one of the chemical compounds that get stuck to your brain, and CBD, which is the same, but slows it. Cannabis releases both inhibitors and excitatory cells, which is quite interesting for this drug. Not only is it a very potent drug, which can mess your brain up silly, but it is also, cannabis is illegal under federal law in the US, and it is classified as a Schedule I controlled substance, right? But some states have decriminalized it or made it legal.
Some street names for cannabinoids is weed, pot, ganja, chronic, reefer, bud, boof. That's just a few names.
The most way people use cannabis to get, in quotes, high is by smoking it or ingesting it. These forms of cannabinoids can come in leaves, buds, edibles, meaning gummies, brownies, cookies, etc., and oils.
I know the forms of cannabis and how they can be used. What are the effects of the body?
Well, what does it do to the body? The short term of it would be bad memory, hindering the ability to learn, difficulty in thinking and solving problems, bad muscle coordination, bad judgment, hallucinations, and potential depression. That's only the short term. The long term of this could be loss of dopamine or neurotransmitters, loss of IQ, the overall inhibition of your entire body that you cannot get back. Once you start using cannabis, it's just downhill from there. You might feel good for some certain amount of time, but overall for your body, it is not. These are all some effects that cannabinoids have on your body, right? But what are some treatments? Some treatments could be CBD oil in small amounts. This would work like nicotine patches work to slowly get you off the CBD and THC. And as of right now, there's no therapy options. So the chances of you getting unaddicted off of cannabis, it's kind of hard as of right now, but we are working to try and get those things solved. We know all the effects and treatments now of abusing cannabinoids, right? But what differentiates abusing and being addicted to a drug? Dr. Fao will be here to inform us on that. Welcome, Dr. Fao.
Hello?
Mr. Fao. If you all have a seat, please. Hey, the difference between abusing and addiction is when you abuse a drug, it means to use legal or illegal drugs in the ways you shouldn't, or ibuprofen pills, and taking more than a recommended dose, or when using marijuana in a non-medical way, and addicting it to just get high. Oh, abusing it to just get high. When you are addicted to a drug, or addicted in general, is a disease. When you are addicted, it changes your brain construction, and you don't have any control of whether you take it or not. When you use said drug, you become addicted to it to the point that it is extremely harmful and can lead to overdose. Believe it or not. Thank you, Dr. Fao, for your amazing input. Come again another day.
No problem.
What if I was addicted to cannabis? How would it affect my family?
Oh, now that's an amazing question right there. How would being addicted to cannabis affect your family? So, like any other drug, cannabis makes you inhibited, right? It affects your inhibitor receptors, which means that you're really slow on things, right? But not only that, when you're not in the right state of mind, you're consistently more aggressive than if you were not high, you know? So it would affect your family in the way that you have a higher chance of abusing them and affecting them mentally or physically, right? But that's for the family, right? What about your friends? If you're addicted to cannabis, you'll rather go smoke or go consume cannabis rather than hanging out with your friends, and it'll be really hard to maintain those friendships, right? That's friends. What about work? You won't be able to maintain a job. You won't be able to keep a stable relationship with your coworkers or your boss. You will, if you're working with foods and such, you will probably kill someone because you're not feeding them the right stuff, right? Or maybe in school, if you're on drugs, if you're high, or as an example now on cannabinoids, you will not be able to keep your grades at a consistently good level since cannabis slows down your problem solving and your thinking, so your grades are gonna plummet, and your relationship with your teachers and your friends at school will also plummet, and all as a whole, this affects society, because if you can't be a functioning member of society, society loses one more good member, and that just messes it up completely. Now this was our sad episode of Xander and Friends today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in to 109.2 for today's skits. Hey, want some booth?
Yo, cuz. What's my those cuz?
I can't. I'm a wizard for the Shout Out Wizard Money Game. Okay. Yo, cuz, you want some chronic rap?
Nah, man, I got better things to do.
Hey, Dad. You want some grass? No, man. I got arrested. Did you sing in the race? Weirdo. Ooh-wee. Yo, man, you want some weed?
Nah, B. I was just outside skating and listening to music. That brings me my high. Get a job, little bro.